One.
Sí. Bailar.
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 La música.
Sí. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Ah? Michael. Hola, Michael.
Vamos a hacerlo en una playa en Puerto Rico hasta que las olas griten ay bendito para que mi sitio se quede contigo.
Yes.
Jose Marti.
Say national hero.
Havana, my heart is in Havana, Havana, Havana.
Welcome to Havana, oh na na. Okay, I'm not even gonna try, but those kids were just killed it, right? Anyway, I was privileged enough to visit Havana, Cuba last year, and it was nothing short of amazing. From riding the Cuban classic vintage cars from the 1950s and 60s. Anyway, let's just delve right into my experience.
Gracias.
Starting from day one.
Doña Carmela, el cañonazo,
Sí.
el guajirito,
Okay.
la guarida.
Es Old Havana.
Alright, tip number one. Please, please, please don't CCC your way out of everything like I did. Do yourself a strong one by downloading a Google translating app in the language that you'll be needing. In this case will be Spanish, something that will enable you to use while you're offline, because as we all know, or most of us have heard at least, that, you know, Wi-Fi is few and far between when you're in Havana, Cuba.
Sí. Necesita wifi. Mucha. Gracias.
So I would strongly recommend that you try to plan ahead as much as you possibly can. So stuff like where you're going to eat, what you want to explore, and so on and so forth. On to more important aspects that you must know before you travel to Cuba. In case you didn't already know, you can't go to Cuba as a tourist or just for a vacation. You are actually required to fill out a form as to why you are visiting the country, and you have to have some kind of proper legal reason as to why you are visiting. Well, don't mind the chocolate, that's just my drug of choice. I believe there are 12 different categories when you're purchasing your ticket. Picked one that said something like people support for the Cuban people. You'll know when you see it, but I mean, it's really up to you. I'm not here to give you any type of legal advice or anything. That's why there are plenty of options, so please pick wisely and pick one that suits you best.
Alright, kiddos. Welcome to the 705. Hola. Alright, so when you walk in, there's a hallway that leads to the bedrooms in there. We'll go into that later. Okay, please embrace the beauty. Just soak it in. Take a minute to just soak it all in. Tell me this is not the cutest little thing you've ever seen. Like, you can have your date night right here. You don't need to go out. Date night, little cute, you know. See? How convenient. And then, of course, there's the beautiful views. beautiful. Like, I'm right by the ocean, and yeah, it's just perfect. I just love how everything's black and white. Alright, so here's the kitchen. Not much going on in here, but I like how it's so, like, you know, it's neatly presented. I like that. It's nice and cozy. And then we get to the bedroom. Hey now. It's just like sexy, baby. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do all of that. Shish. Okay. I was just really excited, you guys. Okay. Oh, that just wore me out. All right. And I got a TV right here. Ignore all that stuff. Like, and that's about it for the tour, you guys. The Sagittarius of me needs to go out and explore. Oh, I can tell you guys about my safe. I can put like $1 million in there and no one could ever access it. Unless, of course, you're my host. But I don't think Leslie would do such a thing. Let's see if I remember my code. Nope, that's definitely not it. Okay, let's try that again. Woohoo! So far, I only have my passport in there, but someday I'll have $1 million.
Here comes the fun part, right? Adventuring. We all love a great adventure. Just make sure you bring some walking shoes because you're going to be walking a lot. I know you want to do it for the gram, but bring some walking shoes and be comfortable first. That's also another reason why you want to download maps.me. What it is it's basically an offline map service that allows you to track and navigate your way through whatever destination you're in without having to use Wi-Fi. So it's pretty necessary because you don't know where you are. You're in an unknown place and you need to know where you're going. So make sure that you download it before you leave the country so that you have access to it while you're there.
Mucha hambre.
No, I don't have a boyfriend here. I don't have a boyfriend, not even in my country. No.
What's the problem?
What's my problem?
I don't say problem. What's the problem? You still please.
I'm gay. I like women.
You like women? Me
From the club. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
At 8 in the morning, she go to
What did I say?
Tracy
And
the beach. The beach
so
and the night.
you're telling
in the
me
night.
that you're gonna wake me up in about
In the night, she
3
goes
hours.
to dancing
Dancing
club, hip hop club, like cheese.
Sí,
That's okay.
sí. Bailar, mucho bailar.
Dice ella, la que no sabe bailar.
Sí.
No.
Sí, sabes,
No.
sabes.
Ella no se
Sí.
mueve, ella se
No.
mueve. Pero bailar, no se mueve.
Finally got to get my hair done by this amazing local hairdresser. Only took like about an hour. So you know I was feeling myself, more importantly, because if I were to get my hair done in the US for that hairstyle that I did, it would probably cost me right around $130.
Linda, tú también, Linda.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Welcome to Vinales, located on the western tip of Cuba. It's about a 3 to 4 hour drive depending on what kind of transportation you're using. I used a bus, so it was like public transportation, so there were other people on the bus. And this is basically where, you know, you'll find the real authentic cigars, and you know, you get to ride horses, bulls, or hike through endless fields of green tobacco that are harvested, cured, and freshly rolled straight from the farm.
Here in Cuba we have a perfume that is named Vegueros. Remember that vegueros is the name of the local farmer. It is really expensive.
5% de nicotina.
So to roll a cigar, we need to remove the central stick because it contains 75% of nicotine.
Yeah, pretty safe to say I was high on life.
Anyone has the courage to try this one over here, you will see that the flavor, the alcohol flavor on this one is stronger. Be careful because this creates addiction, and addiction leads to a very high consume of this liquor.
Acá en la finca
My family is the fourth generation here in the farm.
tenemos 42 hectáreas de tierra
We have 42 hectares of field
y plantamos 100.000 plantas de tabaco.
and we plant 100,000 tobacco plants a year. Now you're going to see the seeds. Every small seed is a plant. Por favor, si lo van pasando. With
Guayaba,
guava leaves,
miel,
honey,
limón,
lemon,
agua,
water,
vitamina R.
and vitamin R.
Una tradición de familia.
That is a tradition of our family to give the leaves a kind of aroma and flavor.
4 meses después que se pueden cocer y comer.
After 4 more months, we can roll them and they are ready to be smoked.
Preguntas.
Questions?
Yes, I love it here. Viva Cuba.
And it's a glass pepper, and here in the Cuban, this is very good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck and the love and the life.
Ah, that's what the grass.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh. Ah. Gracias.
What's your name?
Sí. El guajirito. Gracias.
Si te cobro 10
Hola.
cucos, ¿está bien? Hola.
¿Cómo?
Si te cobro 10 cucos, ¿está bien?
Sí.
You stay in Cuba for me and I go to the US.
Sí. That's fine. That works for me. You go to the U.S. and I stay in Cuba.
Yeah.
See? Deal. Pinky swear.
I swear.
Hey, my friend. Tengo buen día.
Tenga un buen día.
Tengo buen día. Gracias.
Saca la mano. No me digas nada. Esto es loco con cosas.
¿Cómo?
I give you your ring. Why not?
Sí,
Do you want?
sí.
You like?
Yo
Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, please. Wait a moment.
Okay.
Wait a moment. Ring. We need the ring. That's good. Right now, she's the ring. You're giving my heart. You're giving my life. Yes. 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 No problem. Yes. You're my queen. Who is it? Who is it?
Jose Marti.
No.
No. Fidel Castro.
No.
No.
Camilo.
Camilo.
How many? Five.
Che.
Five. Camilo. 1 5 2 5 3 5.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue, la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata. Música, te traigo música, música de la
Calle
República.
línea 10 NO. Sí. Gracias. Yes. It's so nice. Ow. Ah, don't fall.
Y después un problema, ¿verdad? No voy a dar mano por Brian, no le meta mata por medio, lo que tiene que hacer es dinero,
A la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata.